Hello, 8th grade. We are ready for the next project that you're going to do. And that next project is going to be, we are going to draw shoes, okay? And those shoe drawings that will take us into our next part, which will involve color. And we even throw in a little bit of pattern and Zentangle and different things like that. But we need to work for the next 4 or 5 days on drawing the shoe. Now, you're not going to be adding value to these here at the beginning, okay? All you're going to do is work on the drawing, and the drawing can be tough enough as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process and what I expect from you by the end of next week, okay? So here we go. I'm going to show you, so come on over here. Okay, so with the drawing that I have right now, I already started this process, and I'm going to include a drawing as to how you are going to get started with this. And there's a step-by-step process that I would like to see you do. But when you are starting, make sure that this paper, okay, the paper that you are using is going to be the other side of that watercolor paper that we used. So it'll have a little bit more texture. It'll be heavier duty. You'll be able to add watercolor to this, which is what the next stage is going to be. So let's say this is our sheet of paper. You will notice that I began my oval. I began with an oval and I kept it all the way over to the edge. Okay, so it's pretty close to the edge, and I brought it all the way over to the other edge. So you want to fill this page as much as you possibly can. Okay, so my oval begins like so. Then I'm going to come up about that high, kind of like a little bit of an arcing shape. Okay, and then I dip down. It's going to take you to here. Now, at first you're looking at this going, well, it doesn't really make sense over here. Don't worry. You'll see here in a second how that works. Okay. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to get that back end into the shoe. Okay. So this would be where your Achilles heel would be. Next thing that you're going to do is you're going to come on this side of that line, and you're going to give yourself a line that's going to come out close to that edge. Almost like to there. Okay. Now, that's going to meet up with this part, which is going to end up being the tongue of the shoe, and you're going to link it with that. Next, you are going to take this line that you have, okay? You can continue this line all the way down, kind of doing something like that. This part is going to continue over to here. Pull that back a little bit. So I get a little bit more of the toe. Something like that. Okay. This is going to have a thickness, and that thickness is going to be the sole of your shoe. And that sole of the shoe is going to mirror this line right here. It's going to look something like that. What we got right now is like a nice version of Chuck Taylor's or Vans or whatever. And the more that I'm looking at it, the more that I don't like this portion. So fix it. You're at that beginning stage, so fix it. I want to see more of the tongue of the shoe, or the toe of the shoe. And have this come up to there, and then go out to the shoe. Okay. Now, after I do that, I can give a little bit of thickness in here. And the example that I'll show you here on the website will give you a little bit better idea. Okay. Now, after I do this, I'm going to come down and I'm going to put in like 7 eyelets in here. So try to space them out so that you get 7 going across. 6 or 7 and would be good. And I think we get 7 in there. Okay. And do they have to be perfect circles? You want to get them as close as possible. Okay. Now, after you do that, you'll go through and you'll get, a little bit more in the detail portion. So you can add some line here. Okay. So the sole will have a little bit of detail. Okay. You will also get your shoelaces. And the shoelaces can be a little bit daunting. What you're going to do is you're going to start from here. And do something like that. And you're just going to find where these begin. We're not worrying about the weaving at this point. It's just finding where these shoelaces begin. Okay. Now, we're going to continue those across, but you want to be able to get lines that are coming back the other way. Doing a thatching type of pattern going. And again, the example that I have will be a lot better to be able to work off of. Now, this idea, after you clean this up and you get rid of this stuff, do not add any shading, do not add any value, do not add any color just yet. Can you add some detail? Yeah, if you want to give some of the stitches, yeah, go right ahead. If you want to put like a little bit of a design there, yeah, you can do that, okay? But value and stuff like that, do not do that at this stage, because what you're going to end up doing is you're going to take this entire area here and you're going to make it your own pattern, your own shoe. So if you see these examples, okay, so on these examples, you can see some of the really cool things that you can add to shoes that people do this. Etsy is full of it, okay? And people like decorating their shoes to give them a little bit more character, to make it look like who they are, or to show off who they are. And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be drawing your shoe, then we're going to be putting patterns on here, okay? We'll put patterns, we'll put Zentangles, we'll put characteristics that symbolize who you are, and then we'll add some paint to it, okay? So this will be a little bit more of a character study after you do your drawing. All right, so that's what I'm looking for, okay? So we're gonna be working on this the last few days here in the week, and we're gonna continue that all the way through next week. So by the end of next week, next Friday, I need to see a well done drawn shoe. Again, no value, no shading, no watercolor or anything like that at this stage, okay? We'll add those kind of things later on. So that's what I'm looking for next Friday. Hope everybody's doing well, and I'll see you soon.